Now here we go with just a little update. It's getting towards the end of the day. It's 6:30 and so I've just spent the entire day multitasking between painting the furniture in the kitchen and hand washing clothes and lighting both the stoves and getting clothes dried and it's just it's actually been a lovely day. It's been a lovely day. I am completely tired out. I'm going to put my feet up now shortly. There's some cushions there on the floor. I've got to get those washed. So I'll just share with you the overall look as it's beginning to emerge. So I think you'll agree that the table and chairs are looking good. I mean, it's just given them a completely new look. And I'm going to be finishing off my floor because there's little bits of tiling still haven't been finished. And I've been actually scrubbing the floor with a wire brush to get cement off the tiles because there's so many little jobs here that have been left undone. So it's just one of those days of getting things together and sorting things out and, you know, being very productive. And it's important, I think, as well, you know, to get things done when the energy's with you. So when the sort of, as they say, the spirit moves you, you know, just get going and get it done. So I'm going to make a nice pot of tea. Jack's having a good sniff around thinking, what's happening here? Yes, Jack, it's all been washed and it's looking very clean. So I folded the tablecloth in half and just put it on top of this little wooden chest here. But what I'm going to do, as I'll show you, that's how I bought it, you know. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to recover that little chest. And I think then what I'll do is I'll keep my wood and turf and stuff in it for the stove. That may turn out to be a good use of space, but we'll see. So I think I shall sleep well tonight. I shall sleep the sleep of the righteous, having got so much work done, you know. I'm feeling very very pleased with myself. Yeah. Oh, there's a bit of wind started up out there, look. Just look out the window. Just see you can see that there. Okay. So I'll just go outside now for a minute or two. Jack, don't even wag your tail at me because we've been out for a very long constitutional and I'm not going to go back out again. He says I'll lead the way. So I've got some clothes hanging up now. Just drying, and I've got 2 more chairs left to paint, so one stood on the plastic ready for some paint. I may just, you see, I always say, oh, I'll finish now, but what happens is once I've had a pot of tea I sort of get a second wind, so I may do a bit more painting yet. We'll see. So I've got clothes here all hanging up. And yeah, and I've also, don't know if you can see this, look, last night I raked through a massive amount of the gravel to get all the grass and stuff out of it because it was beginning to build up like a layer of earth, and I need to keep it as gravel in order to, you know, have a good grip underfoot because I use this a lot. I'm walking around here a lot. So you can see where I've raked out so much of the grass, and you see along here, so it's looking a bit dark at the moment, but once it gets some rain on it, it'll clean up and it'll begin to look like gravel again. So that's another little piece of work. I think this is how I get so much done, because I'm continually multitasking. I'm just going from one job to another. Now I've got wood here to move that I've been cutting, you know, from the trees. As I go along, I'm forever pulling out little bits of grass and stuff, you know, from the gravel. So it's a kind of a mindfulness, and this is how the work gets done. So you can just hear the gravel now underfoot, you see. So I might just have to get a wee bit more gravel and just top dress it a little bit. And then I was in here, there's a sheet hanging up in here. So I also managed to do a big pile of the chippings for the compost toilet. So that's something else I've done. Yes, I do chop my own logs. Someone asked me, do you split those logs yourself? Of course I do. Do you think that I would just sit here waiting for a knight in shining armour to come stalking up the drive, you know, muscles rippling? Colette, I'm here to do your beckoning. Now, what would you like me to do? I'll split logs for you. I'll paint furniture. I'll clean gutters. Life isn't like that. Of course, having said that, I'm pretty good at manifesting what I want. The only trouble is, you'd have to start cooking and stuff like that, you know. And you see, the way that I am with people, I'm quite an earthy, motherly type person, and I have been all my life. Even when I was a child, I used to try to nurture others and nurture my brothers, and, you know, continually nurture and care for. And I've got to the point that there's so much that I want to do and I have to do, and that I feel compelled to do, that I feel it's right and proper now to exclude this kind of nurturing thing towards other people. And especially as Tuesday, my eldest grandson turned 21. So I think I can draw a line underneath all that now and concentrate on this, and concentrate on writing about this and photographing it and videoing it, and, you know, just sharing this, because I think this is very important now. You can just see the little cairn on top of the mountain. Let me see if I can just get a focus on it. There you go, look at that. The light is right. You can just see that little cairn. There's a warrior or a chieftain or a princess or someone buried up there, nobody knows. Jack, come on. So you can see all the colour changing here on the trees, which is nothing less than just heavenly. I mean, look at this colour. I've renamed the Facebook page. It's now called Bealtaine Cottage and Woodland Sanctuary, because nothing stays static, everything moves, and over the past 14 years Bealtaine Cottage 3 acres has evolved into a woodland sanctuary, and I think you'd all agree with that. So, on this beautiful autumn evening, blessings to you all. I've been mindful as I've worked all day on all of those people in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I've been very mindful of what you have to go through. Anyway, look, blessings to you all, and I shall go now and make a pot of tea. Look after yourselves, people, and look after each other. Blessings.